Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about a topic that has actually plagued me in the past and that I have encountered with a few of my clients that I work with from time to time over the years. Now this is one of feeling frazzled, wearing too many hats. Are you wearing too many hats? And if you are, how are you going to handle it for this year so that you can end up being productive, stress free, and aligned? I will share with you 3 tips that you ought to consider for you to be able to be your most productive, pleasant, flowing self. So let's get started. Now, have you been in a time bubble where you feel like you are wearing too many hats and you are trapped in it? You just can't seem to figure what is the next thing to do because a million things are floating around in your head and they all feel so disconnected. Have you ever been there? Well, I have. And as I said before, there are 3 things that I'm going to encourage you to consider to have your life, your business, your spiritual experience flowing much smoother. Now, if you feel like you're wearing too many hats, it's probably because you are. And the first tip that I will give is to narrow your hat down to one. Now, what do you mean by that, Dr. Gwen? Many people feel frustrated and pull their hair out because they are dabbling in several different things. The first place I will point you to is here. What are your top 5 sources of inspiration? Do you know what those are? They happen to be really important in your life. If you haven't spent some time to sit down and figure what 5 things inspire me the most, then this is where I'm going to encourage you to start. Start there. This will be the umbrella or the hat that will suit everything else that you align your life with. It is going to require for you to sit with a pen and journal and to work through the things that inspire you. I do have a resource to help guide you, and there will be a link below that you can click to access the resource to help guide you on this journey. It's going to require reflective, quiet time. Spend the time. It is important because once you know what those things are, you can now bring everything in your life in alignment. So now, figuring out what are the things to get rid of that are not aligned under this hat. Every aspect of your life can flow under this hat. And it's important that you alert yourself to the things that are not in alignment so that you can take advantage of this path of ease and flow, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's in your personal life, your leadership, wherever it is, you can take advantage of that. So bring yourself into alignment under this one umbrella. It will require you shedding things that no longer serve you. Spend the time to do that. Sort through what are the things that I'm doing now that don't really align with who I am. This is the hat that you're going to wear. And then finally, the third thing is, if you find yourself struggling to figure what is the next thing now that I need to do. Yes, I'm streamlined. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Yes, I have all of these many things under this one hat. Now, how do I sort through that? How do I get past this moment so I'm not feeling ripped apart still? There is a quiet key, your guidance system. Your spirit will allow you to figure what it is that is the next thing to do. Now, if you're like me in the past, you may spend your time reasoning it out, going through pros and cons, only to spend hours and even days getting to what you need to get to. When the thought pops in, trust it. When the idea or the intuitive guide pops in, trust it and go with it. It is usually the first and most efficient way of going about tackling your goals. And I invite you to try this latter one very often, and you will soon learn to trust more and more this intuitive guidance that comes in, because it's going to benefit you in every other area of your life. So, in recap, first, put everything under one hat. Who are you? What are you about? Find your top 5 sources of inspiration. Secondly, once you've done that, bring everything under that umbrella. Toss out the things that are not aligned. There may be stuff that appear not to be aligned, and you can possibly work those into alignment. It is a decision that you make. And just bring yourself and all of the tasks under this one hat. And now, to avoid the time wasting and the procrastination and the trying to figure out what is next, follow your intuitive guidance, the first guidance that comes in. Just follow it. And my friends, I would love to hear from you this year as you pursue this path and you follow these 3 tips, to let me know how it worked out for you. And of course, if you have any other tips that you want to share, feel free to share them below. We're always open to hearing your thoughts and always welcome them. So this is it for now. And so I encourage you to click the link below for that resource that I have given you and stay aligned and in flow for 2025 and for all the years following. Bye for now.